Hey guys, Tattoo for You, Richard here, and it is a time for Crazy Hair Day. Yes! Woo! No. Um, yeah, you saw that? Did you see that? It was, no, not yet. It is time for Journey into Forgeworld, episode Smursh, Murder Smursh. I don't remember what episode this is, because short-term memory, lameness, whatever. But anyway, it's episode 3. Yes. But anyway, this week we are going to get onto the Remora. That is right. It is Remora Day. Remora Day. Remora Day. Um, again, what we're going to do with these videos is I'm going to unbox it and then just show you kind of step by step of building. With this, it's a kit of 2. I'm going to build 1, and I'll discuss and talk, be cuts and edits and all that other jazz. You won't see it finished painting at the end of this video. I will do showcase videos later on as I finish the painting, and then just kind of probably throw those out on a Friday too with the Forgeworld whenever they are done. Because I mean, right now I'm working on the Tetra, working on its paint right now. It is literally just base coated and barely started, so I've got a lot of stuff going on. The terrain, Nick's terrain thing, competition has been keeping me really busy. Only because I went overboard with it. I'm waiting on things to come in so I can complete the build. So what I'm doing now is trying to get caught up on videos and get videos pre-done, and I'm trying to streamline everything. I'll do an update video this weekend of just the channel and everything. So anyway, let's go table down. Let's start rocking out this Journey into Forgeworld. Ha ha! Well, hello, we are table down now. We got some fun stuff before us. Forgeworld. Remoras. That kind of rhyme, not really. Let's get on to the unbagging, shall we? We have our priming and painting guide, which also has the checked by MB230116. Well, that's the date. But there's MB, whoever MB is. We thank you, MB, for your wonderful checking and stuff. Now, I believe I checked all these in before, but I'm going to be sad if I didn't, because it's awfully late to go, hey, I'm missing parts. So here's the instructions. And this is one of the old school instructions, so everything's kind of... Sorry about that. My kids were being a teensy bit unruly in the background, and I had to go crack some skulls. Not really. Their skulls are too pretty to crack. Okay, so here's the instructions. It's one of the old paper ones. Nothing fancy on here. Gives you a list of your business that it comes with, your thingies. We have your wings, your right and left wings. Your fuselage, left burst cannon, right burst cannon, main engines. We have vector engines, which I guess are your little side doodads. Seeker missiles, here, the rest of them. The thrust and the warhead. And your engine intakes. Where's your engine intake? Number 10? That's these guys here. I'm slightly confused for a second here. What are we... Oh, back here, number 3. I don't know why it says, because that's all one part. I don't know why that's written on there separate, but whatever. And then here's how they did their instructions in the past. I noticed it's the same way on the Barracuda. Not the Barracuda. I don't have a Barracuda. Sad face. On the Tiger Shark. But it just kind of shows you where everything is and where it goes. Oh, that's what it is. That's your engine part that goes on the back. Durr. My bad. Shows you where your engine intakes go. And then this. I like this, and I hope I can get it to do that, man. I really like the idea of this. I want several remoras because my ultimate goal is to someday I will have my own man cave studio thing where I can do all my art business and all my stuff in, and I will have a model train style setup display board for my army. And depending on the size of the room, it'll probably be like multiple boards. Like I'll have the giant board for my Tau since that's my main ultimate army, and then I'll have smaller boards that'll be like shelf style for like my smaller armies, like my Necrons and all that jazz, and probably have shelves for the kids stuff too. But I ultimately want to have like a setup to where it's the uh, military style base, and then I want to have base like, since this is a colonizing fleet that colonizes planet, so I want to have things where it's shows like everyday, semi everyday life as well, I guess. I don't know. I need to read more fluff to see how they live their lives, but I have ideas. My ideas are insane. So, anyway, guys, let's get back on this. I'm rambling. Ramble, ramble, ramble. There's this. Hold on. Sorry, my daughter came and asked me a question again. So, let's go ahead and get this bag emptied. So, here we have the fuselage. And these come with two. So there's two fuselages. Well, that doesn't have the little thing on it. Well, I'll show you this one up close. Here's where your wings go. Here's where your main thruster is going to go. Your intakes. To be honest, have put one of these together before. And it was purchased... Oh, stands. Purchased off eBay. And I thought I was getting legit Forgeworld, and come to find out I was getting a cast. So, stands. Okay, let's get set up so we can see what one, all the parts to one. There's your burst cannons. It's one wing. Here is another wing. Let's get this burst cannon out of there. There's your little intakes. Here is the seeker missiles and the back engine. Here is the front seeker missiles and the vector engines. So that's all the parts for one. And then I'm just going to lay over here the parts for two and make sure they're all there. I'll do this really quick, so that way we can kind of see. So yeah, so that is all of them. That is two remoras. Looks like all the parts are here. So we're all good to go. Yep, there's a little monkey in the background. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, get all these cleaned up, and go from there on it. I'll probably go ahead and clean up, file out, and if there's any bubbles, holes, or anything like that, I'll fill those in off camera too, and then show you once I'm done. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so here we are back. Got everything cleaned off for the most part. There's a few little areas that I'm going to hit with the green stuff after I build it, because it would make more sense that way. Like I noticed these here aren't long enough. Aren't as long as they're supposed to be. Because they should go like so, or no, like this. And they're not quite long enough, and I want to make sure they stick really good. So I'll probably get some green stuff and tuck it up in there and smooth it all out. But I'll do that as I go, so that way I can tell what needs what and where and how and why and whatnot. The first things first, we're gonna start with some easy stuff on this guy. I'm gonna get the engines, the back engine on. The seeker missiles in, and then move on from there. So like we did before, I score everything in here. And then the piece that goes in there as well. I was looking at this piece here. Nice little piece. It's a little thruster engine. Oh, it's a mold line. Hold on a second, I'm gonna get that off camera. Anyway, I was looking at this engine, and I was noticing something. Would be very cool, and me with my toys and how much I love playing with things and making things do silly little things. Had I thought about it ahead of time, maybe one of my other later batches I'll do it. But you can sit there and take, because this piece here goes in here like so. You could run a pin through there, a rod. It's going to be really close to the back edge, so I'd be super careful with it if anybody did it. But you can do it where you could adjust it. Like it could pivot a little bit. Not by much, but a little bit once it's in there. Like literally probably a little bit where the pivot point would be. They'd probably let it just go a little bit. But you could do something like that, and if you were like doing a diorama style with it, you could have it posed all different ways. These back things too, the vector thrusters, how they go in like so. You can put a little pin in there and you can do it where you adjust them, you rotate them. But that's just me, man. I'm crazy like that. I like doing things and making them functional. And like I did a couple of those things on my Storm Surge. I need to get around to getting showcase videos up for those things. Put a little bit of glue in there. And then I'm going to keep this rougher edge where the gate was down, since it's not going to be seen that much. And then just line it up. Oh, look at that. It's not a good modeling day until you've glued yourself to yourself or the model. Again. So that's the cool thing with resin, man. It grabs on. It bites really quick. And the bad thing with the resin too, I guess, is that it bites really quick. Sorry, I'm just cleaning out a little spot I missed. In so much of a hurry, I wasn't paying attention to a couple things. Missed mold lines and everything else. Okay, so that's on. Now, for these pieces here, if you look on the picture, they're going to line up like this on both sides. Now, I'm worried about this because the only points that are connected that touch is this front face here, this little bit of section here, and this piece here. And I technically would touch in there too, but it doesn't go all the way back. So I may or may not pin that. Problem with my pinning skills is I tend to not get it lined up properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, score up all these areas on both sides since I'm here. And then get these all glued on. So if for whatever reason it's messed up, then I'll just fix it later.
I do that. Do what I do. Do what I do. Watch what I do. I knew what to do. I did it. Now.
Working around a camera is such a difficult thing. I've been looking at new setups for cameras and stuff.
I didn't have it. I'm done.
Like I was looking at a Canon, I believe it is. It's not overly expensive. Oh, I'm roughing up the wrong spots. It's not super expensive, I guess, as far as cameras go. I mean, it's kind of expensive for me right now, but it's just a thought, you know, getting a new camera eventually. The other thing I was thinking about too is I have a Patreon account. I don't do anything with it. It's just there. I actually subscribe to a couple people. Not as many people as I'd like either, really, honestly. But everybody, oh, not everybody, quite a few people have one, and I enjoy their Patreon account. I mean, I enjoy their pages and their accounts, and I understand why. My question is, whether or not I should bother. I probably won't promote it, but if anything, I may start putting a link to it in my description box. So, because I mean, I love this hobby. I don't make oodles of money, so I want to continue this hobby and make good content for everybody. I mean, I looked at it today. I'm at 97 subscribers. I'm 3 away from 100. So I may start leaving a link to my Patreon down there. If people want to, they can. We'll see. I'm gonna pause for a little bit and get this step done. All right, guys, I'm back with that section. I noticed I ramble too much. My wife tells me that all the time. So where my videos end up turning into 30-minute long videos. So there are the engines put on. I'm going to now do the seeker missiles, front and back. Get the little glues in the hole. And these parts are pretty easy. I've pre-scored everything. So. Funny thing about it is making sure they don't look silly in there. I've got them smooth and flush, but making sure they stay that way is another story. I know on one of the other ones I've done, little China cast one of my secret missiles is droopy. So I bought that China cast. I got 2 of them, but I only put together one because the other one was so bad. Or no, I was missing a left wing. Like they had sent me 2 of one wing on it, so I gave up. As a matter of fact, part of it is the top to my turret, that pop-up turret that I made. It's too far over. Let's see, where are my pliers? Okay, I think I got it. No, it's still crooked, man. It's gonna take some tinkering. I don't know why it won't go over. Maybe there's something in there. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we'll put the back on and then we'll come back. So here we are. Got the seeker missiles on. They're kind of straight. Kind of probably not straight, but they are in there. Alright, so next step is the wings. The wings go in. You have these 2 little holes here on either side. So these wings, they have pegs. And they're going to go like so. On each side. This one's tight and snug. Like it almost holds it in there. Yeah, it does. Hold it in there on its own. This one doesn't. It's light. But that goes on there, and then what you do is with these, act as the backs that kind of clamp it in. turn this up. So the fun part about this one is going to be, because like I said, I want to be able to make it move. Hey, look at my big hand in the way. What in the world is going on? Am I doing something wrong? Totally doing something wrong. Using the wrong one. Anyway, it's going to go like this. So once it's all done, that'll fit in there like that. And then this will be able to pivot. So I'm going to pause the video, mess around with this, and see what I can do. So, alright guys, so this is it. We are done. There is some issues that I want to fix, and I can tell I only put together the one. But here it is. If you look at that, you can see the issue right away. For whatever reason, even this burst cannon is lower than this one. So I'm going to go back and see where my mistake is, or maybe this one's warped. Because I know these are supposed to angle down a little bit. So, but yeah, I mean, it's put together, it's built. These are nice looking models. I like the way they look, their style. So I have green stuffing to do in here, fill in the backs, smooth everything out. A couple little gaps to deal with. I was able to maintain the foldage, which I like, because to me that means they can be stored as well, fairly easy. The picture of them just kind of sit there, you know, or even cooler, like some other kind of ship has these like mounted underneath them, and then they drop them, and they flip, and they're like, whoa. As they fall, they flip open, and they fly off and wreak havoc and terror on the battlefield. So it's a really cool model, really fun. Like I said before, this wasn't the first one I've done. Oh, I'm about to blow. Hold on. Whew. I don't know about you guys, but I need to get around to dusting my shelves better and more often. Because, yeah, this is a dusty, nasty model. Anyway. So then we have, this is the first one I got. This is one of the recasts. I have it on a little wire wrapped around it because I have it hanging. So it looks like it's flying over my other kits. Paint job's not that great on it. I have tons of these little white dots from my airbrush one day. Just kind of went kaput and little dots everywhere. So, and then yeah, paint scraped off, and I put decals on it that I wasn't happy with. So I want to just go back over and repaint this guy, deal with some of the paint issues. But yeah, so once this other one is put together, the third one, I'll have 3 total remoras. Like I said, these are cool kits. I dig them a lot. You can kind of see on this one, see how the wings are angled? They angle down. This one it's slightly off as well, but not as noticeable as this guy. I mean, that is ridiculously off. I mean, you can tell it by looking at it right there, how off it is. Well, see, it doesn't even look that bad right now, but you can tell, you know. Yeah, dude, I mean, great kits. Fun Forgeworld, as always. I really, really am just so digging the Forgeworld models. There's a lot to them, though. I mean, they are definitely not for the average Joe building them, like me. So I am definitely using my super duper care mode when putting these things together. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to add stuff I don't need to, I guess. I had fun, guys. Enjoyed it all, as always, building for you guys, sharing what I have. That way I can learn, and get comments and critiques and whatnot, how to get better, and just overall just sharing the hobby, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked. Next week we'll have another episode of this, and we're gonna go a little bit bigger. Next week will be the Ivarna. So That is the Riptide variant, the one with the flamer and the blaster cannon thing. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, that's next week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Till then, keep rocking and have a happy nerd life, folks. Love you guys. Bye bye. Quick update, guys. I went back and I used the blow dryer and hit a little heat on the wing and let it just kind of fall softly where it would, and there we go. They are straight. I even did a little bit of heat on the burst cannon on the left over here and angled it right, so they're pretty much close to even now. So yeah, I'm shaking like a crazy leaf. Again, take care, guys. Bye.